Hello, and welcome to my art update podcast thingy. This is update number 9. It is the week of March the 1st. And yeah, just the usual advertisement here. The purpose of this podcast is to update people who know me, Andrew Wilner, about what's been going on creatively for me over the last week. If you don't know me and you've never heard of me, you might not find this podcast very interesting. You're welcome to listen, but it might not float your boat. If this is your first time listening and you haven't been keeping up with me over the years, I suggest checking out the first episode to bring yourself up to date before you jump back here. Well, this has been a challenging week, that's for damn sure. Doing lights for the JDS show ate up all Friday and my entire weekend, so I am so far behind in everything now that it is not funny. I'm actually quite stressed about this. Also, it's tax season and I haven't started yet. And actually, it's not in my script for this, but just before I recorded this, I got a note from the venue and they've double booked the day of the next Nerd Night. That has been worked out, but in the process, I had to give up studio time for the YTG show. So, today, no poetry, no rabbit holes, no other bells and whistles. We'll just hit the updates. Okay, so YTG, Jekyll and Hyde Showcase. We had 2 more rehearsals this week, almost literally minutes after the last episode was released, in which I said I was eager, you'll recall, for ensemble member Marie to return from Germany and get into the rehearsal room with us on Monday. She sent me a message that her final oral exam was delayed due to a case of COVID, and she wouldn't be joining us until after March 10th. Reminder, this showcase goes up March 25th. Good news. Former collaborator Kate Montgomery, physical theater actor and deviser extraordinaire, messaged me out of the blue on Sunday night and asked me if it was too late to join the ensemble. Spoiler, it is not. She's based in Osaka, so it's not clear whether she'll just coach us over Zoom or whether she'll actually join us for the show during production week. I don't know. I need to talk to her this week. I don't know when that's going to happen. Yeah. So she's free Friday when I'm at my annual health check is this week. That's also, I think, did I mention that's eating up a Friday? That's eating up Friday. I did. No, I didn't. But that's eating up my coming Friday. Whew. So, yeah, I'll have to talk to her at some point about logistics. And she will join online, I hope, from Monday. She was supposed to join this week, but stuff happened. So, despite not having Marie or Kate with us, we actually did create a few new scenes this week. We used writing prompts, which seemed to be helpful in developing new ideas. I just need time to focus and think about the show in order to start pulling these disparate ideas and threads into some kind of cohesive clump. You know, the good thing is a showcase doesn't need to be totally cohesive, but it does need to have sort of groupings of scenes, or at least scenes that are long enough to be able to present to an audience. So, more than a couple minutes. I'll post some rehearsal photos from this week on the show notes page. We got into the second floor again this week, so I got some good photos. Yeah, click through from your podcast app if you want to view them on the website. I don't think they will appear in most podcast players. What else? There'll probably be 1 or 2 more interns joining us this month, but I don't think any of them are performance types, so to that. No updates on the podcasts, no time for editing still. Photography. I've been contacted to do a cherry blossom shoot for a family. It's going to be tricky since Peak Blossom Day is literally the day of the showcase, and they can't do a weekday. So hopefully the blossoms will last to the next weekend. That means no high winds or heavy rain. Or if I'm really lucky, maybe they'll be early, and we can do a shoot the week before. Anyway, I've sent her the cost, so now is the critical part of any freelance gig to see if the client ever replies after seeing the price. I'm charging below market rates for this stuff, but what people want is they want to pay like 5,000 yen or $50 Canadian or whatever for someone to go out, push the shutter button, and then give them all the files and call it a day. But yeah, I don't know. I started doing paid shoots to make money, but not at the cost of turning myself into like a shutter factory. Well, let's see. I know, maybe I'm sour grapesing this before the grapes have even bloomed on the vine. Yeah, a little update on the big job. No update actually. I still don't want to tell you what this is. But I'm getting super stressed out over the cover letter, and it is eating a lot of my mental energy this week. This is very high stakes. I don't think I've got a great chance of getting this job, but if I did, this would be a big deal. Yeah, it would necessitate huge changes in my life, but I think I could juggle the things that I need to juggle, and this podcast for one of them. So, that's it for this week. I'm going to process this, and I'm going to process this. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to get it out the door so I can move on to other stuff. Or, more likely, given that I pick the kid up in a couple hours, get started on dinner and push more stuff off till tomorrow. Hooray! So, until next time, Andrew out.